What? Yeah! 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 What? Yeah!
Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary as he continues on the road to 10,000. Now he's back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers that work. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love as we welcome the one, the only, T.
Yo, what up with the God? It's your boy T. Whatsblazing, the sports guy. Listen, man, we back. It's Monday. We had a day to digest. What a good fight, man. Gosh, Errol Spence Jr. versus Yordenis Ugas. That was a good one, man. Ugas early on. I think my mic sounds super loud. Why is it so loud? Yo. Hey, turn it down. Listen, man. It was an amazing fight. Ugas came out, timing Errol Spence very well, using the jab very well. I think some people gave Errol Spence Jr. the first 6 rounds. To be honest, I thought Ugas won the very first round. Now, it was a fill-out round. Nobody really dominated or did any damage to people. But I thought when it came to I can touch you more than you can touch me in this fill-out round, because the fill-out round, if it goes all 12, it weighs the exact amount and judge the exact amount as the 12 round, right? You get a 10-9 round in the first round of just playing touch and touch, or the 12 round is an all-out war and they lean somebody a 10-9 round. It's the same, right? I thought Ugas got the first round. I thought Ugas did really good. Early on, I can tell that Ugas did not want to end close with Errol Spence Jr. When Sean Porter would attack Yordenis Ugas would come in there, bow, because Sean Porter is known for being that pit bull coming forward, trying to make it real ugly, throwing his head, throwing elbows. Ugas stood in there, caught those shots, and was countering very well to Sean Porter's body. And he even had a few moments like that against Errol Spence in this fight as well. But gosh, man, like, the respect level, the grind level for Errol Spence Jr., the dog, right? Like, a lot of people don't know what they mean when they say bring that dog out. Errol Spence brought the dog, brought the K9 out in this bout against Yordenis Ugas. Because on the outside, honestly, I felt that Ugas had the advantage. Errol Spence Jr. been out the ring, 17 months, something like that. That's over a year. Been out the ring. Car crash, one fight, eye injury, out again, coming right back to unify 3 titles against Ugas. Ugas was just a little bit sharper from the outside, and I think he knew that. Now, I don't know when he started to just wanted to keep Errol on the outside, but I noticed that every time Errol came on the inside, I mean, this is before Errol Spence Jr. turn that dog on, right? Before he said, you know what, I gotta take this leash off. I gotta go get it. When Earl get inside, Ugas kept pushing him off. And I knew at that point that Ugas, his game plan was to keep Earl on the outside and box him. Even though he did not know about Errol Spence's true power or what he can do from what he's seen, I don't think he really wanted to chance it. And I think he felt with his timing and his counterpunching ability, he had a better chance of going against Errol Spence Jr., keeping him on the outside. And I thought he was doing pretty well. The 6th round came, man. Oh my gosh, what do you guys think about this? I have not seen the replay of it. Shout out to my boy American Power Traveling, but what's up with you, champ? During the 6th round, they was in there mixing it up. Ugas got in an uppercut, right? Boom! Called Errol Spence. Clap! Knocked the mouthpiece out. Errol Spence Jr. said he thought that he heard the referee said stop or time or something, right? There has been people, I have not heard it. Listen, I am still going back trying to see if I can find that 6th round. Like, I don't know if how does it work on pay-per-view or anything, that if you can rewind a fight. I don't know, but I think I do like that with the Zone, though. One thing I like about the Zone, that after you watch a fight on the Zone, you can listen, you can watch it live, you can rewind it, you know what I'm saying? You can watch it back again. I like their replay system. It's blazing time in the city, yes sir. Let's get it. Smash that like button for your boy TWW. So 6th round, and I want to talk about this. While I talk about it, guys, do me a favor. If you're coming in, please subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. I know sometimes it's easy to forget because you come in, your boy T-Dub cooking, you're trying to find out, okay, I'm in here. Where is he at? What is he cooking on? And do I have a comment to say about it? Hit the like button for your boy. Subscribe to the channel. Thank for everyone that did come through this weekend and subscribe to the channel, guys. Listen, it means a lot. All right. So, Errol Spence Jr. get hit with an uppercut. Boom! Now, if he heard the referee say time, maybe he thought he said or whatever. Whatever happened, right? It happened. Ugas missed the golden opportunity of a lifetime in that moment. In that moment, when he capitalized on Errol Spence walking away, landing the shot, and not going to get him, and I get it, right? Because we watch all these fights sometimes where a fighter can have someone hurt. And I even think Earl might have said this too, leading up to this fight, about you can drop somebody and then you going in, right? And you're trying to go for the finish and then they catch you with something big. Earl even said it himself. But in this moment, when Errol Spence got his mouthpiece knocked out, boom, right? And he just turns and he just literally start walking like he gonna pick the mouthpiece up, put it right back in. Ugas like, no sir, boom, boom. I mean, clean, cloud. And what really got Errol Spence is when he hit him with that right hand, it caught their chin. And for some of you guys that want to know about a good knockout punch, if you hit somebody on their chin and you make that chin, like you make that neck snap, messing up the whole equilibrium and all that stuff, that's what can get somebody in that buzzing, that discombobulated type of feel. Part of me believes that if them ropes wasn't there, after Ugas landed the right hand, Spence might have failed, man. Listen, I'm just saying, Spence might have failed. It wasn't quite like Gamboa, because Gamboa fought earlier in a fight. Matter of fact, the co-main event, and he fought Cruz. Cruz was putting all kind of hands on Gamboa. I mean, Gamboa was in there fighting with no defense. Cruz in there he just throwing shots. Almost like he's fighting like a street fighter. You know, a street fighter, somebody coming like, right? They just throwing these like wide looping, big, strong shots. And Cruz, that's how Cruz was coming to him, man. Just coming to this man like, listen, I'm trying to knock you out with every punch I throw. If it lands, we're gonna find out what happened. And Gamboa hit the ropes one last time, and that's when they stopped it. Leo Davis in the building. What's up with you, champ? Listen, man, we back, bro. We talking this, man. Listen, this was a great fight leading to a potentially even better fight, man. Oh, so Ugas hit Errol Spence with that 1-2, right? That should have put a biscuit on it, man. Listen, should have put a biscuit on it. He gave him a 2-piece. You know, he said he gave him that 2-piece dog meat, that leg and the thigh. He gave him that. He should have put a biscuit on it, because people can debate that. Some people say, "Oh, Errol Spence was hurt," and some say, "Nah, he wasn't hurt. He was buzzed." Listen, man, hurt and buzz, whatever you want to call it, you're not normal right now, right? You're not normal. Earl got hit, got a little, his legs were a little bit weak. Ugas was going in for it, but he wasn't going for the kill. Like, he was putting pressure, but he wasn't. He should have almost went Deontay Wilder mode. Like, when Wilder gets you hurt, most likely you gonna get knocked down the second time or get out of there. Like Stavern or who else? Well, he didn't get a chance to do it against Brazil, because that was like a home run, like a lead off home run. That was it. Run the bases after that. Matter of fact, you can walk the base. You got time. But Errol Spence, because Ugas did not put that pressure, because he didn't put that pressure right then and there, the referee ended up having to get time to stop the action, which allowed Errol Spence to recover, get the mouthpiece, spray down with water, put back in his mouth, and by that time, Earl's back to normal. Earl was back to normal in that same 6th round, bringing it right back to Ugas. I was like, woo, right? Listen, man, hell of a fight, man. And one thing I saw, and I got respect from Earl, and something I never saw from Ugas, at least not in a while, Errol Spence literally fought the fight out of Ugas. Let me say that again. Errol Spence fought the fight out of Ugas. Ugas is known for tight guard, coming forward, working the jab, counter punching, giving it to you, slow and steady pressure. I never seen Ugas go back this much. There was time in the fight where he wasn't punching. It was Earl punching. Ugas was like, man, this dude is not gonna stop. Like, listen, he broke him, man. Ugas wasn't gonna quit. See, that's the thing about it. He wasn't gonna quit, but Earl has broke his will to open up and fight. If that's a little clear. Earl broke his will to open up and fight. He wasn't gonna quit. And Earl comes back. I mean, this is where the dog come in, right? At this point, Earl is not. He's not placing shots. He's not like being strategic. He's not okay. No, he would jab, slide in there, and then just start working. Like he was a blue collar worker for sure. I mean, I'm talking one of them guys that still get paid, $8.50 an hour, and they're in the trenches, right? Like this is dog work. You got to get it. I mean, he slide in there, like just keep throwing uppercut, hook, Ugas got a tight guard. He's right here. Think about it. Look at that eye, man. Errol Spence fractured this man orbital bone, yo. He fractured this man orbital. Listen, they gonna start calling Errol Spence, the eye snatcher, man. He broke Kell Brook good eye, and now he's broken Ugas good eye, and I believe they say he broke a rib, right? Like, let me see. I pulled an article. I might get a chance to read it though, so I can give it to you guys. Says Yordenis Ugas' right eye fractured and lost to Errol Spence. In a painful defeat, Yordenis Ugas suffered a fractured orbital bone in his right eye in the 10th round technical knockout against Errol Spence Jr. in their 147-pound unification match. See, Ugas wasn't going to quit, and he was telling the doctor he wasn't going to quit. Billy Joe Saunders got hit with an uppercut from Canelo, went back in that corner. Now, he finished that round, went back in that corner, thought about it like, man, I got shit to see in life. Billy Joe gave it up, right? He said, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. And Ugas' eye, honestly, it could have been fractured way before then. I mean, that eye, when I call this fight live, like, if you guys joining this and you haven't never seen me before, I'm T-Dub. Whatsblazing the Sports. This is a channel that we on. I go live on this channel. I post videos on this channel. Today, I get a chance to actually work from home, but I'm backing off for the rest of the week. So, of course, I want to give you guys some of this work, some of this flame, some of this boiling hot liquid that I'm spitting. Ugas wasn't going to quit. And he was telling the judge not to make him quit or stop the fight. I think he really wanted to go out on his shield. Now, he understands why the doctor stopped it. He couldn't see. I mean, even after the first time when he visited the doctor, I saw it was still open a little bit. And then soon the doctor said, okay, let's fight. Errol Spence come out using the jab, slides back into him again, uppercut, left hook, uppercut, left hook, uppercut, right? Slide over body. Again, remember, they said Errol Spence Jr. cracked the rib, man. That's how they try to take this man rib away, yo. They ain't trying to take this man rib from him, bro. Listen, man. Hit the like button for your boy, man. Look at his eye, man. Look at this, man. Y'all ain't even looking, bro. That's cool. Look at his eye in that corner, man. Terence Crawford? Has Terence Crawford been put on notice? Should Terence Crawford be afraid to take the fight now? I've been seeing there's definitely way more Errol Spence fans than Terence Crawford. I'm a fan for both. I'm a fan of both. I like both of these guys. You know, again, I'm one of them guys that I like them so much that, you know, I hate to see one lose, right? Because I want them both to win. But listen, somebody got to lose, man. They got to fight. A draw feel like we've been robbed, you know, unless it's just that good, you know, and they got to give it to us again. But somebody got to lose, somebody got to win. And the thing about it is, that dog that Errol Spence showed, that dog that allowed this man to throw punches without getting tired, getting inside, work, over here, boom, over here, boom, work. Yordenis Ugas get hit with an uppercut, boom. He trying to smile like, yeah. When somebody smile, Mr. Mills, what up with the champ? Yes, sir. When you see a boxer smile after getting hit, that's more like they trying to make you think it didn't faze them. Because if you knew it fazed them, then a fighter might push the action to try to capitalize on what just happened. That's why you notice that when somebody just regularly get hit, they keep fighting. But when you see a really good hit, they smile. Sometimes they're like, okay, you got me. Good shot. Sometimes they're trying to make like it didn't faze them. Now, I never seen Ugas back up like this. I never seen Ugas that even though he didn't want to quit, his offense was almost shut down. This man was Earl is in an operating. Ugas like he's not even, like every now and then he'll come, boom, boom. Like I said, man, Ugas wasn't going to quit, but Errol Spence broke this man's will to open up fire. Can only choose one. Yeah, you're right, man. Listen, Now I'm gonna say this. Right before this fight, my pick against Terence Crawford and Errol Spence Jr. It has changed. First, I had it 51% to 49% in favor of Terence Crawford. After watching this fight, watching the dog and Errol Spence Jr., I am dead even at a 50-50 fight. I'm dead even at a 50-50 fight. See, I know people gonna point out, man, what Terence Crawford gonna do when Earl get in there like he did on Ugas? What are you gonna do? And they started saying that a mean machine ain't no Earl Spence. They start bringing up all the people that Terence fought and say that's not an Errol Spence. Listen, that's cool, and I agree. That's not an Errol Spence. But you gotta say this: Ugas with 4 losses at the time, now 5. That's not a Terence Crawford. He doesn't have the weapons or the arsenal or the mind of Terence Crawford. Ugas was not considered pound for pound best in the sport. He was a good welterweight. He was a good threat towards Errol Spence Jr. And I told you guys I was picking Errol Spence Jr. to beat Ugas. And I told you guys that I thought it was going to be a good fight, but I'm rolling with Errol Spence Jr. I told you that. And now I'm telling you this. What he did to Ugas is what he did to Ugas. What he did to Ugas doesn't mean he's going to do it to Terence Crawford. Will it be a fight? Yeah. Is Earl going to have moments of getting inside and operate? Yeah. Is Terence Crawford going to counter when he come in? See, Terence Crawford, I think he's a really great fighter. He's a great fighter. I don't think he's as quite defensive sound as Floyd or can counter like Floyd. And remember, Floyd is like in a league of his own. Because I believe if Earl fought Floyd, honestly, it'd be like catch, pop, spin, pop. It's different. What I'm saying is that Terence Crawford's going to catch Earl when he come in like that. But Earl's going to also catch Terence Crawford. People look at Terence because he's more of a slimmer fighter that he's not bringing, you know what I'm saying, that lumber to the yard and swinging with it. Terence Crawford's cracking. I don't care what kind of Sean Porter you say that fought Terence Crawford. He broke Sean Porter. If his father didn't step in after the second time getting knocked down, he would have got knocked down a third time, potentially finished. Roland Markland, what's up, champ? He said, gotta go with the big fish. Obviously. Listen, man, this is what I'm saying. 50-50. You know what? Man, like, listen, if I have to pick one. I gotta pick one. And I'm gonna hold that for right now. Originally, it was 51% for Terence Crawford because when they first started talking about this fight, I thought it was a close fight, but I picked Terence. I think both fighters have gotten better. I think Earl, who's been off a lot of time, he's gotten better, but it showed a lot of that ring rust, right? The timing. It's going to be better next fight. Now, what Earl did to Ugas, to be honest, that wasn't the initial plan. I think Errol Spence Jr. realized he was rusty. He realized that at that time of being rusty, that Ugas had advantage inside the ring of fighting the outside. That's why Ugas kept physically pushing Errol Spence Jr. off to try to keep him on the outside. Errol Spence Jr. realized he was at a deficit being on the outside and did whatever he could to get in. Because even after a round he won, his trainer would say, hey, man, don't just stand right in front of him. Get on him. Use that jab. Tell him, get back on the jab. Get back to moving. And Errol Spence Jr. came out doing it. He came back on that jab, started moving with it. And honestly, at that point, it was still a close fight. And then when Errol Spence Jr. jab, slip, get inside, it's no longer a close fight. When he slip, slide, get inside, stepping over, looking for work, at that point, he's back to cracking eyes again. Go get something to drink. I got Lil Dub. He's home with me today. He's a little bit sick, so I told Lil Dub, like, I love you, son, but you better put that mask on, champ. He wants something to drink, so I told him to get something to drink. The truth is simply the best at 147. Listen, American Fastest Travel, that is yet to be proven. In order to be the best, he gotta fight the best. And I'm gonna tell you right now why I am so, I don't know if I felt like this in so long. Guys, did you realize we are about to get Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford in prime? Maybe not what we initially wanted, but these guys are still close to or in prime. Oh, can we get applause for that? Can we just get applause that no matter what side you're on, and I get it. See, I got some. I'm finna represent you boxing fans right now. I got it. Okay, hold on. Sheet of paper, right? Hold on. This is what we're doing. Let's put Spitz. We're gonna put Crawford. All right. Right now we got Spence, Crawford fans, right? There's more Spence fans than Crawford fans. But this is what's happening right now. Divided. They finna be split. Shout out to Lil Dub. Yeah, Lil Dub in the building. You get something to drink? All right. Lil Dub in the building. You know, we still went out, did the Easter egg hunt and all that stuff. But listen, man, this is how it's gonna be, right? This is like if you're trying to choose two fighters and which one gonna be the actually Highlander. People are splitting sides. There have been videos come out that have been one-sided for Spence. They naming everything that Crawford does wrong and everything that Spence does right and why he's gonna beat Crawford and how he's gonna walk through him. I'm telling you guys did wrong, man. Crawford's going to get dropped but not knocked out. But I roll in. I'm gonna tell you something right now. Terence Crawford possessed the power that he can drop Earl. Terence Crawford is throwing some. Guys, what we saw against Ugas that's a treat, right? That's the best treat we can get before the Crawford versus Spence. Because that's the fight we wanted. If Ugas versus Spence was boring or completely one-sided, we won't feel quite as full, right? It'd just be like a fight that happened that we just waiting. Now we can enjoy that fight, right? People want to see the Terence Crawford fight more. That fight versus Ugas is making people think that now that's all Earl has to do to beat Terence Crawford. And I'm telling you guys, you are dead wrong. Terence Crawford can switch and be effective from southpaw to orthodox. Terence Crawford also works the body and the head very well. Guys, listen, I am going to do an E-Crow list. You know how it goes. I still got it up right here. And I might change it back from who wins back to E-Crow. I'm going to have Spence on one side, Crawford on one side. Because listen, this fight might divide Whatsblazing the sports supporters. Last fight, me and American Fastest Travel. We're on listen, where we at? Grabbed the wrong thing. There we go. You see American Fastest Travel. I thought he's on there. He went for Spence. Right? Did I put you on? There you go. Yeah, he's on here. American Fastest Travel's on there. Right? And I was going for Spence. Guys, I'm telling you right now. I know he's rolling with Spence. But he said 50-50 is true, but you can only choose one. Listen, when it comes down to it, woo, that's a true 50-50. Listen, I'm being honest. This is a pick'em game. And somebody gonna be right, somebody gonna be wrong. That's just what it is, right? If you are a Spence fan, you're gonna roll with your boy. You're gonna talk about how he can beat Crawford. But what you guys need to learn how to be is realists. Stop living in fantasy land like everything great gonna happen for your fighter and everything bad gonna happen for Crawford. Cause listen, Crawford is a dog. When you got two dogs that maybe two different breeds they handle war differently. Spence went on afterwards and listen, I told you guys what I was going to do. And right now, he's looking like a fortune teller. Because what he said he was going to do, he did. He said, I told you guys I was going to clean up my side and I was going to go over there and take his mother effing belt from Crawford. At that point, I was like, wow. You know, I love hearing that. You know, Errol Spence right now, like, he is probably on 10. He hasn't stopped nobody in a while, and he got to stop it by break of eye socket. Man, listen, Dylan White go by the body snatcher. Earl might have to go by the eye snatcher, man. I mean, this dude taking eyes, man. So far, he took 2 really good fighters. What, you know, I would say Ugas has a tight defense. Kell Brook can box. Kell Brook got power, speed, and he can box as well. Errol Spence Jr. took that man out, didn't give him back to him yet. Ugas, I mean, his defense is like this, right? Like this. Earl, a lot of his shots wasn't even clean. Some of them was. Some of them he was using Dawn dishwashing soap on, but a lot of his shots wasn't even clean. They get partially blocked. He still just that. I mean, man, if Errol Spence Jr., he's going to be better versus Terence Crawford. I'm going to say that now. He's going to be better. He has to be better to beat Terence Crawford. Against Ugas, Errol Spence Jr. had time to show rust, try to dust off rust, change game plan, go inside, work inside, you know, pretty much control the fight, but almost, you know, got yourself knocked down, right? What I'm trying to say is Errol Spence Jr. was allowed to make a few mistakes versus Ugas. A few. I don't think he can make mistakes like that against Terence Crawford. And I don't think Crawford can make mistakes like that against Errol. Terence Crawford told Errol Spence Jr., like, listen, bro, he said, listen, keep my belts warm for me. Now we can get the real fight on. Man, if you are not a fan of boxing, or if you are a fan of boxing, you don't like what you just heard, you don't like that Terence Crawford is with the same energy, Duracell, Energizer, and Errol Spence. Errol Spence is now like, there's no one in the way. Keith Thurman doing live video talking about, I still want to fight you next. We ain't thinking about that, right? We don't want that. Keith, if you don't mind, sir, and I appreciate your boxing game. I watch almost all the fights that you've done. Sit this one out, champ. Just for this right now. Don't stand in the way it is. You can still get your shot. Because they might do, you know, a couple fights, but you're going to be there. You're going to get yours. So Crawford been calling dude out for a while now, videos and all. He won't make mistakes against Spence. Man. Terence Crawford might not make mistakes, but he going to get hit. Listen, Earl can fight, bro. See, I'm one of those guys that I'm not really leaning. I don't have a strong feel of a fan base for neither one of them. Like when it came to Deontay Wilder, all day Wilder, right? Literally all day. Even if I knew somebody was a threat like Tyson Fury, Wilder all day. But when it comes to Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, to be honest, I really appreciate both of these guys. I appreciate Terence Crawford, what he can do on his craftiness, the switching, the way he can finish these fighters, all of a sudden just catch them with something and boom, change the whole fight. Errol Spence Jr. showed levels on how he boxed Mikey, how he took the fight to Sean Porter, and he took the fight to Ugas. This is it, man. Listen, I'm ready. Should Terence Crawford be worried that Spence is coming for that eye, though? Should Terence Crawford be worried that Spence coming for that eye? I mean, he's coming for it. He's coming for it. Terence Crawford has some things that's hard to game plan. Wayne King 76, what up with you, champ? Spins by body shot knockout. Man, I can't wait. Listen, man, as soon as they announce that, we gonna throw the E Crow list up there. The Whatsblazing and sports family gonna be divided. Cause you know what? Cause I think in my chat I have way more Spins fans. But whenever I do a poll, it always comes out about 50-50. Like I'm gonna check right now, right? Let me go to let me see if I can go to my community tab. Let me see. Boom, boom. All right. On the first one, it says, can Terence Crawford beat Errol Spence Jr., who just beat Ugas? 49% says Crawford. 51% says nope, Spence will win. Then I did another one. Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford. Who is eating crow? Spence fans, they delusional, 57%. Are Crawford fans, he's too light in the ass, 43%. 57% people says that Spence fans are going to be eating crow. I'm telling you, man, listen. This is our Super Bowl right here. This is the fight that we're getting when in a good time that we should get it. There's no one in the way. Keith Thurman is trying to get in the way one more time. I'm hoping he don't. Errol Spence Jr., 17 months off, came back, fought Ugas, put on, man, an amazing display of will, dog, stamina, car. I mean, he just went out there and impressed the world of boxing. When Keith Thurman came back, to be honest, he showed the rust. I mean, like, to me, to come back from a fight, Keith didn't look as good as Earl. I'm not trying to knock him, because he came back and he won. Competition level was different. Keith Thurman, when he came back against Ugas, would he have looked as good as he did against 140-pounder moving up Marius Barrios? He said, Bud has nothing to do with Crawford technique skills. So, Mr. Mills, are you going with Crawford? So, I think Mr. Mills going with Crawford. Is Roland Markland going with Spence? Listen, guys, we're going to split it. We're going to split it. Matter of fact, let's see what you guys. I got just a few more minutes. I'm going to throw the poll in there right now. If you're watching, guys, I want you to go hit this poll. Let's see what people in the chat really feel about this. Am I freezing up? Looks like I am. I don't know. All right. Let me... There we go. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because it's going to change. It's going to change. Here we go. Come on. Type up. Why it's freezing? Bam! Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see if they put it in there. And you know what I'm gonna do? When it comes up on my end, I'm a voter. I'm gonna let you know I'm gonna vote right now. I'm gonna make the Spence fan do something. Oh, I can't do it. I can't vote on it. Hold on. Let me do this. Hold on. Let me do this then. Let me do this then. There we go. There we go. We're gonna make the Spence fans vote. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, let me throw this one down. Bam. Hope I'm not freezing up. It looks like I'm a little bit. Okay. Did it close? All right, there we go. Guys, I'm gonna get more into the breakdown on this. In order to do that, I need to do real research on who I think will win, why, advantages. But I'm gonna say this. If you thought Ugas was doing better on the outside against Errol Spence Jr., and I get that he was rusty, I get that. I think you should expect Terence Crawford to have an advantage on the outside against Errol Spence Jr. Timing, skills, counter punch. I think Terence Crawford will start off faster on the outside than Errol Spence. When you talk about the inside game, even though Terence Crawford can counter, good body shots, I think he is vulnerable to get hit, especially depending on if he's in a southpaw or orthodox stand. And I think Errol Spence Jr. has an advantage on the inside against Terence Crawford. Now, let me explain the difference, because I saw on a video that said, man, what Crawford gonna do? When Earl jab, he gets inside, what are you gonna do? Right? Because somebody jabs, gets inside, doesn't mean that the fighter that he's fighting has to let him stay inside. Somebody get inside, turn, right? You can hook, boom, turn, get back distance with that jab. Remember, I was a fuck guy. Remember, I was in the ring. I faced boxers and brawlers. And I used to love fighting brawlers more than boxers. Because boxers, they make you think, right? Like, it's like, okay, they trying to be slick like you, they quick, they counter punching. It's definitely a higher level of boxing. But when brawlers, when I first came back to boxing, I took a while off, and I was sparring a guy that ended up becoming my friend. But at the time, he was the biggest a-hole in the gym, and he had similar stance to Ugas. He had a tight guard, chin down, come forward, makes it look like he really don't have a lot of openings, and he's trying to get inside, put a lot of pressure. And before I knew what to do, that shit was getting to me. I'm like, damn, I can't get him. He's getting inside. He's roughing the upright. I'm like, man, I gotta crack this. And over the time, when I used to have tough sparring with this guy, by the end of it, I almost didn't get touched. By the end of it, when we was inside, I got the better work against him. When he come inside, slide, angle, bop, move, bop. I remember one time we were sparring, and I took like, it was about maybe 2 years. I was maybe two and a half, almost 3. I went to the whole court thing about trying to be in my son's life, which is a little dumb, the mom had no reason, just trying to say, I want him 100%. I'm like, get out of here. I don't got no record. I say that. And I don't get cool points for it. I don't have a record, never been to prison, put myself through school, put myself through college, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the people look at that as you are a lame. Oh man, you ain't got all the stripes, whatever. Sometimes I don't want those stripes, but I'm not knocking the ones that had to go through it and come out of it. But took that time off. Mentally, I was beat up. I was beat up mentally just for how biased the courts are. Literally. So once I get that out the way, and I learned, I said, you know what? If I go back to the gym out of shape, they gonna try me. So before I went back to the gym, I took like 3 weeks shadow boxing, right? I'm like, make sure I get my body right. Just make sure I'm tuned. And I come in there, and I ain't gonna say his name, and he said, hey T, yeah, you gonna suit up today? My very first day back, right? So he's training for Golden Gloves, and he won Golden Gloves that year. He won it. I just came back, first day back. He thought he was gonna catch me cold. I said, oh, don't worry, I'll be ready. I said, I'll be the first one in the ring. Put my stuff on. I was just feeling good because I knew I was gonna get called out because they try to catch me slipping. Man, we get in there. He come out. He got the tight. Really tight down. I saw like throwing shots at him, right, making him close up. And when he closed up, come around the corner. Bow, come around the corner. Bow, slide over. Because when he like this here, that body is actually open. Boom, body, slide over. body. And I remember one time, like he was kind of standing there, and I had already prepped him on a lot of shots, right? And I went towards him. I threw a double jab, slipped his jab, right hand to the body, hop step over, right. It was like a boom, hop step to a right uppercut, split that guard, that head went up, boom. That eye contact went one way, boom. He was like, wait, stop, hold on. I lost my eye contact. Nah, bro. That uppercut, you know what I'm saying? I didn't even get touched that round, bro. That was good. He said, weak and right defense. Yep. Yes, sir. You know what you're talking about. Trying, man. But I like to say, like, when I talk to my boy Johnny, like if I call, I don't know if it's Johnny. Let me see if I can call Johnny. Cause Johnny tried to call me yesterday. I told Johnny, I said, hey, when I go live, I said let me go live for about maybe an hour, and then I'm gonna call you in. But I forgot, and it was like 2 hours later, and he called me, but it was right in between a fight, and then when it was over, I tried to call him back, and he didn't pick up. He's probably at work right now. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can call Johnny real quick, so he can verify this story. I'm telling you. Hold on. Let me hit this. All right, I got Johnny. He on the line. Of course, Johnny, you know, he bet $10 for Ugas. I bet $10 for Errol Spence. I won, so I'm back up to $80 he owed me. Hey, what do you think about that fight, Johnny?
I didn't see it, but I seen his fucking eye messed up. That's all I seen.
Hey,
that's all I seen.
You seen that eye, huh?
I seen the eye, how big his eye was, big as a balloon. That's what I saw.
Now, before I called you, I was telling them about when I sparred. Hey, yeah, so we just said it. So when I sparred the guy at the gym, I just came back to the gym that day. Johnny, how did that sparring session go between me and him?
Didn't go good for it didn't go good for T. It didn't go good. It didn't good for T Dub. It didn't go good for the other dude.
And they go, hey, so when it coming to hitting and got hit, I mean, like, did he hit me a lot? Did I hit him a lot? What happened?
Well, you hit him a lot. He didn't hit you at all.
And he has like a tight defense, right? He got his hands up, head down, good power. And he won Golden Gloves. He won open Golden Gloves that year.
That year, and you still made him look bad.
Thank you. Hey, I just want the people to know, man, that when your boy T-Dub be telling them about some old stories, that, you know, I just don't be just making them up. So, hey, let me tell you about the fight, because you said you didn't see it, right?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all.
Now, I'm going to tell you a part about in the 6th round. Well, first of all, Ugas started out pretty good.
Let's go.
He was able to time Errol Spence because Errol was a little bit rusty. Ugas' time was a little bit better with the jab. Are you at work? All right, I think I might be back. I don't know what happened. I think I am. Hold on.
So
Yeah.
So that fight didn't look good for Uso. That's what he only won 2 rounds out of all of them. They didn't look good for him at all.
Now, even though they only gave him 2 rounds, I really thought Ugas was doing good. Maybe the first 5 rounds. I'm not saying he won the first 5 rounds, but I thought he was doing pretty good the first 5 rounds. He was able to time Errol Spence with the jab, and Errol had to make an adjustment. Errol, instead of being on the outside, Errol just came inside, and he started fighting like you, Johnny. He started taking the fight to Ugas. You know how you take that fight and you get all in their grill and you start throwing them punches?
That's very shocking.
That's what Errol Spence Jr. did. He got inside on Ugas. I mean, he was like left uppercut, left hook, right hook, body, uppercut, body. I mean, like, I heard that he broke Ugas' orbital bone in his eye, and I heard he possibly cracked the rib.
Yeah, that fight didn't go good for Ugas at all. It didn't go good for him at all.
But
he did what he could.
It was one point, Johnny, that Ugas almost knocked down Errol Spence Jr.
He did?
Yeah. It was in the 6th round, and they was in the middle of the round. Of the ring, and Ugas hit Errol Spence Jr. with an uppercut right on the chin, and Errol Spence Jr. when he hit him, he knocked his mouthpiece out of Errol Spence Jr. mouth. And Errol Spence said he thought he heard the referee say stop so he can get his mouthpiece. But I guess the referee did not say stop, and Errol Spence Jr. tried to walk towards his mouthpiece, and Ugas hit him with a left and a right hand, like pow, pow. And that kind of wobbled Errol Spence. If the ropes wasn't there, he might would have fell. And Ugas was fighting him, but he didn't put that real pressure on him. That since he didn't put that real pressure on him, the referee ended up stopping it and allowing Errol Spence Jr. to get the mouthpiece back in his mouth, and then Errol Spence came back and took over the last part of that round.
So who won that round?
I don't remember how I scored that. I just remember the highlight of that round is Ugas having a chance to drop him. Hey, Johnny, who you think will win between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford?
Stop. Well, get your shit.
Dang, who you talking?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey man, I don't know who you talking to, but they put you live on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Hey, who you think will win between Errol Spence and Terence Crawford?
He called Terence Crawford out. That's shocking. I think Terence is a more of a pressure fighter, and he's more aggressive than Errol Spence Jr. So, you know what I mean?
Who you think gonna win, Terence or Errol? Who you got? I
got Terence Crawford winning.
You got Crawford winning by decision or knockout?
I got him winning by decision, but it's gonna be a good fight.
Gonna be a good fight. All right. Now, I think honestly, I think it's a 50-50 fight, and to me, the one thing about this is I think both of these guys really believe in themselves. I think Errol Spence Jr. really believe that can't nobody beat him, and he believes he's going to go man down against Terence Crawford. Like, he really believes that. And I really believe Terence Crawford believes that he's the best in the world, and I believe that he thinks he can make easy work of Errol Spence Jr. Like, both of these guys feel like they can just really beat the other one convincingly. That's the great thing about it, because even though they both feel that way, and even if the fans feel that way for their fighter, they gotta pull that off under the lights. They gotta pull that off under the lights.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, look, dog, what you doing in there? What you doing?
I'm just outside. It's outside. It's windy outside.
Oh yeah. I'm working from home today. But man, Johnny, I'm gonna go let you go. I want to call you in for a minute before I get back. But thanks for calling in, man. And when I get offline, I'll call you back. We talk a little bit more.
But yeah, Errol Spence Jr. took it to Ugas. I didn't think he was gonna beat up Ugas that bad.
Johnny, he really took it to him. I'm talking about he got inside. You remember how he used to get inside on people and just keep throwing hands against them? That's how he did Ugas. He got inside because Ugas, in my opinion, Ugas was doing better from a distance. Errol might have been it could have been ring rust because his timing was off, or Ugas could have just been better from the outside, and Errol Spence was getting hit more than hitting on the outside. But when Errol Spence Jr. got on the inside, Johnny, this was the first time that I seen Ugas. He didn't really want to work, man. He was bagging up. He was trying to get away from the exchanges. Errol Spence Jr. was cutting the ring off, forcing his man into combat, beating up his body, beating up his eye. And no matter what Ugas did to cover that eye with his gloves up, Errol Spence Jr. kept finding a way to that man orbital bone until he cracked it.
Oh, he did. He did. Other people could do the Ugas.
But hey, now check this out, Johnny. Errol Spence Jr. He cracked Kell Brook orbital bone in his eye, He just did the same thing to Ugas, broke his eye. Is Errol Spence Jr. going to break Terence Crawford's eye?
No, he ain't gonna do that to Terence Crawford. He ain't gonna do that to him.
Why not? Why? I mean, but
Terence
what if he get inside on him?
fighter.
What if he get
Terence
inside on
Crawford-
Terence Crawford and start doing him like he did to Ugas? What if he get inside on Terence Crawford and just I mean, listen, Earl did not get tired, bro. His work rate increased throughout the fight. It did not decrease. He did not get tired. He kept going and going and going like he had a drum in front of him. You could have called him an Energizer Bunny. He kept going and going and going until they stopped the fight in the 10th round because he broke Ugas' eye and Ugas couldn't see no more.
Yeah, he ain't gonna do that to him. I promise you that.
Why not?
Because Terence Crawford's a better fighter,
Yeah. Okay.
and he's more of an aggressive fighter than him. So he's not gonna do that to him.
Wait. You saying he's more aggressive than Earl?
Yeah, he's more of an aggressive fighter than him. Yes.
I don't know. I think. I don't know. I think what Earl showed us in his last fight that he was pretty damn aggressive. I mean he was. Matter of fact, he was overly aggressive in his last fight.
Nah. That's the first time I ever see Errol Spence that aggressive. That's the first time I ever heard him that aggressive. That's the first time I ever heard that.
I mean, he fought aggressive like that against Sean Porter. It's just that he had more success against Ugas than he did against Porter fighting that same style. Similar.
No, Sean Porter was more aggressive. It's that he wasn't used to Sean Porter's style. That's why.
How about this, Johnny? I got $10 Terence Crawford. You got $10 on Ugas. I mean, $10 on Earl. Make that bet.
I got Terence Crawford.
Make that bet, Johnny. I just called him.
I'll take that bet. I got Terence Crawford.
All right, you got Errol Spence.
Yo, did you just say you got Errol Spence?
No, I said you got him.
Huh?
I said you got him.
You got him. Let me think about that. Okay.
All right, man. Let me hit you back. I'm finished with the video, Johnny. I thought you later, champ.
I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah, man. That's my boy Johnny, man. I think Errol Spence is more aggressive than Crawford. I mean, don't get me. I think Crawford can fight. I think Crawford can push the action when they want to. But I think Terence is a little bit more calculative pushing the action than I think Earl is. I think Earl is what the definition of taking the fight to you. Like when Terence fought Sean Porter, even when he finished Sean Porter in that round, he went out there and he went forward, calculative, and he definitely showed a willing that he wanted to exchange because Terence Crawford do got dog in him. He got a lot. Terence Crawford got a lot of dog in him. Errol Spence demonstrated taking a fight to you, right? Like straight going forward. He said Crawford boxed more. Okay, Spence is more aggressive than Crawford. That's what I think. I think the same thing. I think Earl will come forward and will hold his ground, but he's more calculated with it. He's more like strategic. He's not going to just, Crawford is not trying to just get on the inside and work like that. Errol Spence is trying to get on the inside and work like that, which is why I want to see these two clash so bad, because this is literally taking two different styles from two different people who are at the top, right? Errol Spence Jr. has the fans and the star power and the undefeated record. Terence Crawford has the pound for pound, the undisputed at 140, and the undefeated record. Both of these guys' confidence is through the roof. When Errol Spence is telling that man, I'm coming to take your mother effing belt, I'm going to take your talking to a man like that, and then Terence Crawford like, okay, keep my belts warm. Now the real fight going to happen. Both of these guys are showing the same energy, and I love it. I love it because right now, listen, there should be no backing out right here. There should not be a reason to moonwalk out of this fight right now. There is no fight that's in between. A sanctioned body should not be paid to come in between and call any kind of mandatory right now. You need to sit this one out. Go to the movies and watch the new Batman or something like that. Sit this one out. WBC, don't call no Keith Thurman. Don't call no WBA, don't call no Staniosis or something like that. Don't do that. Don't do it. Sit this one out. Matter of fact, Sit ringside. Get you a Coke and a hot dog and chill. Maybe get you a drink. Because this needs to happen. This needs to happen for boxing. This needs to happen for the legacy of Errol Spence and Terence Crawford. The winner of this fight deserves it. And even if I pick, let's say I pick Terence Crawford to beat Errol, if Errol win, I am happy. I am jumping. I just want to see how he's going to celebrate. If Terence Crawford win, I am happy. I am jumping. I just want to see it. Give it to me, right? How we going to argue about Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather 5-6 years past their prime when we got this right here? Peach was blazing. Oh, Scrapbook, what's up, champ? Scrapbook boss in the building. What it do, big dog? Hey, guys, do me a favor, man. Smash that like button for your boy T-Dub. Listen, man, if you don't want to smash the like button for me, do me a favor. Smash that like button for my girl Lola, okay? You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button for my girl Lola. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to throw a couple coins on it, you know what I'm saying? She, you know, make a couple dollars come down. You know. But to me, man, this was the comeback. Like the way that Errol Spence came back against Ugas. This is how you come back. Keith Thurman came back against Mario Barrios. Fought the best fight he could fight. I thought he still fought a pretty good fight. I thought Keith Thurman showed a lot of rust. But he got the victory. I thought Errol Spence Jr. showed us the dog. We got a chance to see him get a little bit exposed. And I don't want to say, that's the wrong word. Basically, we saw vulnerable. When we saw him got hit with the right hand, that's when we realized that Earl can actually be hurt. That was the first time that I ever seen, you know, even though Earl probably didn't know what hit him because he was going to get a mouthpiece, he admitted that was a rookie mistake. I mean, you know, like, even when I'm sparring and a mouthpiece come out, you got to cover yourself until you get some space. You never walk away in the exchange. I mean, as soon as Ugas hit him with an uppercut, he started walking away. The referee don't normally call time until there's a break in action. But we got a chance to see him. That's probably was the best two shots that Ugas had all night. He said, great fight. He said, great fight calling, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I try, you know, I try to do my best. I want to make sure that sometimes I don't have great days. Sometimes I had great days. You know, I got to admit that when I called that fight this past Saturday, even I was like, yeah, I'm loving this one, right? Like, I thought I was on point. I thought I was in tune. You know, I thought I was giving off the emotion that I saw in the ring. I thought I was painting the picture of how the fighters were when mood changed, scenario changed, whenever. And the thing about it is, when these fights, when a big shot happens, you know, it just happens, right? It can be me saying, okay, Earl coming in with a jab. Oh, big right hand. And that's how it really happens. It's just like that because somebody either counter punches or an uppercut come out of nowhere, and you see the shot in how effective the shot is. I would say with Earl against Ugas, honestly, that was a slow. When a slow, it was a fast. It was like Ugas' meter was right here, and every time Errol Spence Jr. got inside, it was like chipping away from it, chipping away from it. Well, Ugas, a lot of times is known for, you know, having that defense, coming forward, walking behind the jab, cutting the ring off, walking behind the jab. He didn't do that. Plus, he beat up Danny Garcia and Ugas. We say Spence wins because he's way more battle tested. Crawford hasn't been fighting top opposition like Spence. Spence coming off 2-14-month and a 17-month layoff without fighting a tune-up. That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. I was one that I was advising, you know, that I was like, listen, I think, you know, Spence need to take a tune-up. The reason being is I didn't want to see Spence, you know, lose, you know, when I knew he wasn't warmed up. But the thing is, this is just me on the outside, you know what I'm saying? But the fighter in Errol Spence, he knew what he can do. And him taking 17 months off, having to do eye surgery, healing from the eye surgery, and then getting his body in tune, when he can actually remember. You can't even jog sometimes, because if you jog too much, you putting too much blood pressure up there to your eyes. So he had to really be out for a while to just heal before actually getting back, which makes this win that much impressive. But even though at 147, I would agree that when it comes to who has done the heavy lifting in boxing, I mean, in the welterweight division, I would say Errol Spence Jr. gets the nod. But because he gets the nod, that does not favor him over Terence Crawford. I got to say this. It does not favor him over Terence Crawford. I don't think there's many people that Errol Spence Jr. has beat at the upper echelon that you will argue that Terence Crawford couldn't beat that fighter. I think many people think that Danny Garcia would get beat by Terence Crawford. Sean Porter did get beat by Terence Crawford. I think many people will say that Mikey Garcia would get beat by Terence Crawford. So just because he has beat the more names at welterweight, I don't think that gives him any advantages over the actual fight against Terence Crawford. Terence is a dog. Spence is a dog. That is the exact reason why people are calling this a 50-50 fight. Even most Errol Spence Jr. fans will call it 55-45 for Errol. Because even when they give somebody 45%, that's letting you know that this ain't going to be no landslide. That's letting you know that their fighter is going to lose rounds. That's letting you know. The reason why I listen to your fight calls is for your natural reaction. Hey, right on, man. Hey, I tried. And who's fighting this weekend? Let me check. I appreciate everyone coming in. I try to push myself and hopefully have members and supporters, to help push the channel. Cause we're trying to get to that road of 10,000, and a lot of it I try to be raw, authentic. Nothing is scripted. And sometimes when I get up here, guys, my mind it's clicking good, and sometimes it's not. You know what I'm saying? But what? I gotta give the boxing people this work. I have to. You know what I'm saying? I gotta put gasoline on the fire. I can't let it go out. Let's see. Let me do. Oh. Okay. I know there's a fight this weekend, right? We just had a big one. We just had Errol Spence. Who's fighting this weekend? Oh, no. Oh, yeah, Tyson Fury and Dylan White's fighting this weekend. Okay, that's who it is. We got Fury and White this weekend. Then after that, we got Serrano and Taylor. I want to see that. I'm definitely calling that. And then on the same day, we got Oscar Valdez versus Shakur Stevenson on April 30th. Oh, man. Then the next weekend, we got Canelo and Bivol. Yeah. Yes, sir. Smash that like button for your boy, man. Get them likes up. Let me go get my boy back, man. I only got an hour on break, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, guys. If I get a chance to come back, I might make a short video and upload it, or if I get a chance to come back, it probably will be live later tonight, possibly when I put the kiddies to bed. I hope you get a chance to check it out live or catch it on replay. Let me know what you think. As always, please comment below and let me know. Subscribe. Consider becoming a member. Yes, we do have membership to the channel, guys. You can come in, you get the special color in your name, you have special badges. Definitely a great thing to help the channel to keep on growing, and let's keep pushing that road to 10,000. Yeah!
Hi, this is America's Pastor inviting you to stay tuned for the world's greatest boxing commentary as he continues on the road to 10,000. Now he's back at it like a crack addict, giving you boxing geekers that work. I want you to put your hands together and give him some love as we welcome the one, the only,